And hello. Welcome to another live stream with me, Information Zulu. Today, uh, we're in Singapore today. And first we're going to take a quick tour of the island, but we're going to jump into an A320 after this and head to a pretty short hop. It's a very popular flight from Singapore to Kuala Lumpur. Malaysia. Let's see. Hey, Ninja Gamer. Well, first couple of people in the chat already. Awesome. Thanks for joining me tonight. Hope your Saturday's going well. So Singapore, little mini kind of island nation. I thought we'd just take a quick look at the island before doing an airline flight from Singapore to Kuala Lumpur. Let's see. So today we're going to actually fly a new plane for me, the Cirrus SR22. Single prop, but you know, I think it's a fun, easy ride. Shouldn't take too long. Singapore's a fairly small island, so and it's very densely populated, so it's more like a giant apartment block. Hey Mason, how you doing? We'll be flying A320 later. First, we'll just check out Singapore in the flight sim. Let's see. Okay. All right, let's get it started again with the Garmin G1000s. Let's see. Clear prop. Come on. All right. So we good outside? All right. Walkabout's good. Hey, Mahmoud. We're going from Singapore to Kuala Lumpur in a little bit, but first I want a quick tour of Singapore in the Cirrus. So I'm just gonna take off flaps there. Okay, that's set. A 787 is way too big for. It's like a super short route. It's like less than an hour, I think. Let's see if I can get clearance first.
Singapore ground, Cirrus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra with Yankee request taxi for takeoff south departure. Cirrus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra taxi to and hold short of runway 20 center via taxiway uniform 4 uniform 3 Sierra Charlie 1 Charlie 7 Charlie 1 Echo Papa Echo November. Contact tower on 118.6 when ready.
All right. So we got taxi clearance.
Taxi to and hold short runway 20 center using taxiway uniform 4 uniform 3 Sierra Charlie 1 Charlie 7 Charlie 1 Echo Papa Echo November Cirrus X-Ray Golf Sierra.
So basically, uniform to Charlie to Echo. Okay. Let's see if I can remember where this is. So 20 center is this one, I think. That's the 02 center, so this is 20 center. So it's the other end. Runway. I just go down here and then up this taxiway, I think. Alright, let's try it. Fucking break off. I'm not gonna have the guy to push me, so. Alright. Hold on. Which way do I need to go now? Okay. Make a left. Okay, go up here. Okay, so left again. Take this sharp left. And we'll head down to Echo. Let's see. Jigsaw uniform to Charlie to Echo. Keep going. Make a left down here. Oops. Thanks. Just taxiing down to the end of the runway. This runway, this airport is, I think, one of the default looking airports. It's not particularly detailed, and you just got the basic terminal shape, but there's nothing specifically modeled for it. Okay. Let's see. A little too quick there. Oh, it's a long taxi. Hey Trevor, how's it going? Oh, sorry, Taylor. Misread it. We just started. You haven't missed anything. We're just going for a quick air tour of Singapore before coming back and switching up into A320, and then we'll do a little planned Singapore Airlines flight from Singapore to Kuala Lumpur. This is currently real-time conditions. Real-time is about probably late afternoon, I think, or early afternoon. It's 9 PM here, so it's going to be lunchtime. All right, let's turn here. And then the whole line. And contact tower. So yeah, I mean, I've got the route planned for the Singapore to Kuala Lumpur flight. I've got my SIDS and stars kind of planned out.
Singapore Tower Cirrus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra ready for south departure at runway 20 center. Cirrus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra cleared for takeoff runway 20 center departure to the south approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 20
All right,
center
let's
Cirrus
go.
X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Should be a quick jaunt, like 10-minute kind of. Just want to see what this what Singapore looks like in this sim. It's got this really curious kind of like extended runway entry here. Oh, come on. What's with the left rudder? Needs a lot of left rudder. Alright, it is a fixed gear, so nothing to do there.
Don't sink, don't sink, don't sink, don't
That's
sink.
weird. Okay, so we are headed south from the airport there.
Golf Sierra continue for south departure. I will contact you next when you leave my airspace. Singapore Tower Cirrus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra continue for south departure.
So to the left of us, it's just really just the extended airport, airport extension and runway. There's nothing to see that way. So we are going to make a right turn and see what there is. Alright, so right under us is straight away golf courses and resorts.
Cirrus X-Ray Golf Sierra, you are leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
Yeah, this is kind of how I imagined it would look. It's a little bit generic on the buildings. Singapore is all like residential towers.
Singapore Tower Cirrus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra frequency change.
There's downtown. We want to head towards the downtown core and see if there's a couple of landmark buildings like the Marina Sands, which is that hotel that has the giant pool on the top. It kind of sits across two buildings. Hey Flamer, what's up? Did BA take off from LAX already? Are you done for? You checked off all the flights for today? Okay, so look, if you look ahead, we're coming up on the, I think it's the Marina Sands is in the hotel. Marina Bay Sands, Singapore. Let's go down there. This looks cool. Got the giant Ferris wheel over here. That's nice.
Don't sink, 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 don't sink.
Let's see if we can round these buildings. Okay, all we want is to come back around. I think it was warning me because I was doing an uncoordinated turn, which hasn't really been a problem in other planes, but this seems pretty sensitive to that. There's this really cool building that's pretty unique, kind of flower or hand shaped one here down by the Marina Sands. So Marina Sands has that like pool deck across the top of the it's 3 buildings. I'm gonna have to do a real sharp turn if I want to try and get closer. Yeah, so on the top there is like palm trees and really, really long pool. I mean, I think YouTube videos, obviously, of people getting their little social media moment on the top of that. It is an Instagram hotspot. Alright, enough of that. We move on to the rest of downtown. Singapore is, you know, financial hub, Asia. So it's going to have bank buildings and stock exchange. And Singapore is like a major trade port, really. I think you'll have these massive docks, but probably not modeled that well in this version. Let's see, where are we? Yep, so we just kind of went past downtown where it says rugby is you can see this is all docks for and for ports and cargo containers going in and out. You can see like the structure of all the docks. This is all like container yards. Hey, aviation in Los Angeles. What's up? Oh. Hey, IDK. Hey, David Holcomb. What's up? We just kind of a relaxed, quick trip around the island of Singapore, and then we'll make an A320 flight to Kuala Lumpur. So far so good. This is still kind of really industrial area flying over here. Just container yards and then like more industry over there. Mostly warehouses. And I thank you for watching IDK. See, oh look, there's a little extra airflow down here. So across the water, I mean that essentially like becomes Malaysia. You know, Singapore is like such a small island nation. I'm just turning this way because I think I want to, because just across the border there's a Legoland Malaysia. I want to see if you can see it from here. So in theory, we're passing over here on the map, so directly over there. I think there's in Google Maps this says Sanrio Hello Kitty Town. I don't know how well it's going to be modeled. We are crossing the border into Malaysia right now. Hold on a second. So after Hello Kitty Town, immediately behind it, I think is Land Malaysia over there. I mean, there's nothing in particular you can see from the air here. So, Hello Kitty Town. But let's see if there's anything for Legoland. Legoland Malaysia. This it? This has got to be it. Oh, there. I think that's got to be it. Yeah, it's got a water park and stuff. And then these are just houses, so I've got to turn around. Come on. I suspect that is Legoland Malaysia and Legoland Water Park. Alright, so we will continue back over to Singapore. So that waterway is what separates the two countries. Okay. We just north of Singapore now. We should actually come in to land at the international airport pretty soon. I mean, it's just over here on the top northwest corner. We're just gonna make our way back to the airport, land, and switch planes into a Singapore Airlines A320. I think in real life, there's only, I think they fly their kind of low budget airline on that route, but it is a real route. I think they fly Silk Air, their regional airline, runs that route. Usually served by a 737. Hey Ricardo, how's it going? Thanks for joining us tonight. Alright, so it's like this is like the one tiny bit of rural, like farmland essentially in Singapore, because the rest of it is like just densely developed. Like I said, it is an island, and so almost all, it's a golf course, almost all of it has been developed as much as it can be. Hey Megan, how's it going? Thanks for popping over into the stream. Today's kind of been a quiet day, actually all day, both in the airport stream and here tonight, really. But doesn't matter. You know, traffic seems to come and go lately, but I kind of felt a bit lazy this morning anyway, so. Alright, so we're about 3/4 of the way around the island. Just got this little extra bit going. I think the you can see the runways over there. We will come in from the north and make a sharp turn to the south to line up for those runways. Probably just get clearance now.
Cirrus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is 12 miles northwest with Yankee to land. Cirrus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Singapore Tower. Fly left base runway 20 center. Altimeter 29.86 wind 260 at 10. Cirrus X-Ray Golf Sierra cleared to land runway
Okay. 20 center. Which is the same runway we took off from, so should be good. In theory. Hey Eric. Well, have a good night. Get some rest. Sleep is amazing. Yeah, I know how you feel. Here's one more airport. I don't know why Singapore has like actually 4 airfields. They do have their own small military, but probably, you know, I mean, they don't have huge military installations or anything. So there's a runway, just so that we have enough distance to line up. We'll make a left here. Okay. It looks like the satellite map data is a little sparse around the us. I mean, I'm sure this green area is just from blurry, lower res texture that it's trying to use. Making a really slow turn. Maybe this gradual turn will line us up with the runway just nicely without overdoing it. There's the runway. I think that's 20C. Oh, 20C, that's 20... 20C's on the other side of the terminals. We want that runway there. On that one. Okay, so gentle turn. It's that we make this. Come on, faster, faster. There we go, okay. Okay. Alright. Hold it. A little less power. Hey David, I did actually write that down. I need to do some flight planning for that if we're going to do that much longer flight. Okay, we're kind of getting onto the glide slope here. A little bit more. Tiny bit of crosswind. Keep the aiming point. Here it is. I think the throttle power seems okay. Do it gently, does it? Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Bit of flare. Okay, we're floating a little bit down the runway, but oh, gently does it. Okay. Oof. Doesn't like to steer on the ground, it's very heavy. Yeah, I didn't bounce hugely, but still. So now we need to just get off the runway and switch planes. So we're about to. Oof. This thing pulls to the right or what? We're just gonna go to the terminal, find a parking spot, and
contact ground on 125.65. 125.65 for Cirrus X-ray Golf Sierra.
we need to switch planes now. First, actually, we need to find a place to park. Might be okay over here. Hey V, welcome. We are Singapore. We haven't really missed that much. We just did a little flyabout the Singapore, the island, just to kind of see where everything is. Now we're gonna park up over here. This is a nice little parking spot here, and stop, stop, and put the parking brakes on, and we'll switch to the A320. So I'm going to shut this down properly. Is what? See, I'm not doing that. Okay, there you go. So that is part, kind of the bonus part A. Let's jump to the main menu and set up the plane for part 2. David, when you mean an entire box, you mean one whole Capri Sun or like 6? Yeah, we're gonna. Kuala Lumpur is the capital of Malaysia, and we're flying Singapore to Kuala Lumpur. It's very like high traffic. It's a very short route, but it's actually very high traffic. Well, usually, or used to be. So I'm going to Singapore to WMKK, which is Kuala Lumpur. And we're going to go from, you know, any gate. Let's just pick a gate. It doesn't matter. To 14 left is the runway we want. And I think, yep. See, I'm trying to see if... Yeah, so Singapore's down here, and we're basically flying up to Kuala Lumpur there along the south coast of Malaysia. Okay, so we're going to start from gate 5. We are doing a, according to my notes, a Rosso 2E departure. We want 20 center, so a Rose 4B. And then arrivals, we want Lenki 1B. Link 1B, there we go. 14 left. On ILS 14 left. Okay. So this... Yeah, it was suggested to me by one of the viewers the other night that I set the route up here so that the ATC works correctly. More or less, I don't know. That's right. So we go from Singapore WSS here, we pass all the way to Aroso, and from Aroso we go to Gupta, and Gupta takes us in and around. Yep. So we'll take off from Singapore Airport, do a loop over to the right, loop back around over the airport, get to Aroso, and we probably want to go Aroso direct to Gupta because this turn is not necessary. Remove. Ooh, we can remove it right here. Look at that. Awesome. So that is going to be our route, and then when we get into Hey King Fazell, we come in past the airport, do a loop around then, and then we go through all these waypoints into Kuala Lumpur from the north. You see what I mean? Alright, I'm happy with all this. Let's make sure we're in the right plane. We are flying the Airbus A320. Just give me 1 second, I need to find it again. I thought I had this all set up for Singapore Airlines. Oh no, I'm gonna have to search. somewhere this way. Back here. United, Eva, no. Cathay, no. I saw it, I saw it. One second, real close. With Aviation America, Transavia. Tap. Okay, here we go. Okay. And we will do call sign like Singapore. Flight number, don't know. 588. Okay, let's do it. Fly. Yeah, this is short. I mean, it's one of the shortest flights. It's like going to Las Vegas. Like, you take off and you're almost ready to land. So I like these. I don't know what to do with a 12-hour long-haul flight on these things. Here, by the way, here's the charts for what we are about to do. So, on the left is the SID for Singapore. So the grey circle in the middle, that's where we're taking off from, going south, doing a loop around to the left, and then up to the north to Aroso, which is at the top of that first diagram. Then on the right side, we have the arrival chart for Kuala Lumpur. We'll be arriving through the Gupta waypoint, which is in the bottom right corner of the screen. And then heading diagonally up to Lenki. Just heading straight up. I can't really see from this screen, it's too small. Up north to a waypoint where you then circle around in towards the airport, following a series of those little waypoints. So I think they were just labeled with numbers. Into one of the runways, to the grey circle and the three runway markings in the middle of the chart. Anyway, back to the sim is now loaded and ready. Okay, what's this thing look like? Curious. All right. Sweet. So we are in this A320neo, which I'm actually not sure if Singapore owns any. They do have the A350, but cool. Yeah, you can buy this flight simulators, but you can purchase on the Microsoft Store online for $60, or Steam if you used Steam. Okay. First things first, let's get the power going, connect external power. Battery mass is on. And let's turn all the fuel pumps on. Once all the fuel pumps on, you can turn on the APU start. There you go. While that's starting up, let's just set all these temperature switches to... Actually, first of all, should get the IRS aligned, because this takes like 5 or 10 minutes. Turn the beacon on. Okay. Those are normal, set to normal. Everything else good. Beacon light on the exterior is on. We'll leave the seatbelt lights off for now. Let's turn up the brightness of these panels because they're all set to 0. There you go. See? First time I loaded up this, I was very confused by why everything was dark. All the screen brightnesses are set to off. And then same with the first officer side. Get that going. And then upper display and lower display. Alright, so the APU is running. And turn off the external power. And let's just get the jetway connected.
Singapore ground, Singapore 588. Could you please connect the jetway to the aircraft? Singapore 588, the jetway is going to be connected.
Alright, so if we're switching outside, there's jetway connecting. We can get passengers going. Door is open. Well, it's a very sunny day in Singapore. Looks like the clouds have kind of gone away, warming up. Don't worry about that. That is the door open alarm here. If you look down here, that cabin door shows open. Turn that off. Set the altimeter. And we can get right into programming the route into the ATC, so into the FMC. Try and get through this quickly. Alright. Okay, so let's hit init page. The route is already set from my flight sim already did that for us. So just enter in cost index, it's kind of fuel economy number here. Cruise temperature, cruise altitude is only going to be 24,000 feet because it's pretty short flight. And then we should go into the flight plan. So flight plan is again actually helpfully entered in for us because we did the flight planning in the routes set up in simulator main menu. It's already put in our entry into Aroso, and then from Aroso to Gupta, and yeah, everything is in there as we wanted. So hopefully the ATC actually follows these routes for us. That's perfect. That is probably the better way to do it than the way I have been doing it. Go to the performance page. Here's the usual numbers that it uses. I think they're a little bit low. I don't know. I like to put flex takeoff temperature 40 degrees in there. Don't know if that doesn't really change the speeds. Okay, we'll go to the climb phase, cruise phase, and descent phase. The approach phase, I think, is already set for the full flaps. It doesn't. I mean, this version of the plane doesn't really let you customize that very much. It's pretty much your landing, approaching at 150, 145 knots. Okay, I think we're done on this part. So, going back to the pilot view. let's file that flight plan. The tower on clearance.
Singapore ground, Singapore 588, ready to copy IFR clearance to Kuala Lumpur. Singapore 588 is cleared to Kuala Lumpur Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 20 center climb and maintain 12,000 feet. Departure frequency is 123.7 squawk 0434.
Okay, that's
Singapore
as we're expecting.
588 cleared to Kuala Lumpur Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 20 center climb and maintain 12,000 feet. Departure on 123.7 squawk 0434. Singapore 588 readback is correct. Contact ground on 124.3 when ready to taxi.
All right. So we will call them back as soon as we push back. Let's see. On the outside, we have got la-da-da. Just for the sake of completeness, let's do a real quick baggage load. It's the fun part, I guess. Bags.
Singapore ground, Singapore 588, could you please send the baggage? Singapore 588 baggage is on the way. Singapore ground, Singapore 588, could you please send the catering truck? Singapore 588, the catering
We'll get the
truck
catering
is on
truck,
the road.
even though basically we've got about much time for about a sandwich, and then we have to hand. Man, this is the closest I've been to actually getting on a plane since January. So this I'm living through the simulator. It is a beautiful day. Let's see. Can I get a close up on these? Yeah, there we go. Hot day in Singapore. They're gonna load the bags, and then we can start to get going. Let's see. Beacons on. Flight plan is already kind of entered. We just need to push back and do the engine startup. Hey Jim Honeyall. Welcome to another stream, and always good to see you come back, V. Alright, they're done with the bags, and the catering truck is also done. Whoopie-doo, so I'm gonna pull that back and then shut the door. Hopefully. Come on. Okay, there he goes. Hopefully someone's gonna close the door. So here you can see the cargo door is open and is closed by itself. And then we can request the jetway to be disconnected.
Singapore ground, Singapore 588, could you please disconnect the jetway from the aircraft?
I think the longest flight I've done is maybe like an hour, 2 hours. I haven't really done like even like LA to Vancouver is 2.5 hours, which seems like it's too long for it could. I feel like you guys will get bored, like for the cruise part of a 6-hour flight, because LA to New York could be cool. if you're into that. I just don't know. Maybe I'll just be quiet for the middle 3 hours. And then let's request pushback.
Singapore ground, Singapore 588 requesting pushback. Singapore 588 pushback request accepted.
All right. So he's gonna push back. We gotta go tail left. And we are in a small parking spot. Also, like, I think on a long haul flight, I'm not entirely sure what visual. Do people prefer to look at the cockpit for 6 hours or the exterior view? Okay, so I because I have to control the steering for this, I can't start up the engines at the same time.
Singapore ground, Singapore 588 requesting pushback to push the aircraft straight. Singapore 588, your request has been transmitted to the operator.
Oh, I didn't get that perfectly right, but we can stop there.
Singapore 588 requesting the end of pushback.
It is. I actually, that was one flight I was wondering if it would be interesting to go from Incheon, Seoul to Pyongyang. Okay, we're not quite ready to taxi, so let's get the engine started. So all doors closed. Great, great, great. APU's running. Let's turn the APU bleed on. Parking brake is on. You can hear the things spool up. Turn on the engine start selector and start engine 2. Just keep an ear listening to the engine startup. Just keep an eye on the RPMs. Should stabilize around 19% N1. All right, oh, yikes! There's something wrong with my throttle. It keeps jumping. Need to take a look at that tonight after this is over. That's disturbing. Okay, engine 1 to start. Okay, let's go in. Meanwhile, let's start up the flight director and the auto throttle. Turn that on. We're just watching this side here. Hey Matt, how you doing? Welcome. You've just caught us kind of getting at engine startup phase of our flight to Kuala Lumpur from Singapore. So both engines are good starts. Engine start selector back to normal. Like that. Let's set the auto brakes to max. Initial altitude set, and then just hit the altimeter. And we can request taxi, I think. Oops, you know what? Wrong. We can turn off the APU now and the APU bleed. Let's turn on the seatbelt signs. Bong! I love that sound. And the no smoking. Come on. And is that everything? Okay, emergency exit lights armed. Nav logo light on. Okay, we are good. All lights are clean here, and do not need anti-icing today. I'll just check the flight control surfaces one more time. So full right, full left, back, rudder full left, full right. Check. Done. I think we're good. And then so flaps 1. Flaps are extending. Alright, we are set. Takeoff, so we can request taxi.
Singapore ground, Singapore 588 with Yankee ready to taxi IFR. Singapore 588 taxi to and hold short of runway 20 center via taxiway Lima 5 Lima 9 Lima 10 Lima 6 Sierra Charlie 2 Echo Papa Echo November.
Sierra.
Contact tower on 118.6 when ready.
Acknowledge that.
Taxiing hold short runway 20 center via taxiway Lima 5 Lima 9 Lima 10 Lima 6 Sierra Charlie 2 Echo Papa Echo November Singapore 588.
Without looking at the airport chart, I can't really make sense of that. I mean, basically we need to get here. How? It doesn't matter really. We just turn, go down the taxiway. Basically. Okay, parking brake off. This is a good view. Okay, I think I can use this. And we are off. Goodbye, Singapore. The gate is now closed. We are off to takeoff. Taxiing to the takeoff point. Someone should do the safety announcement. Or I should, you know, next time I should have like a pre-recorded safety announcement to play while we taxi. That would be cool. Or maybe I can find one. Hold on a second. Hold on. I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna play one from YouTube. I wonder if I just get a copyright strike from doing this. Oof. Let's see. Sing okay. Okay. I'm gonna play this. I don't know if you will be able to hear it. I'm hoping you can. I can't hear it. Sounds. I'm just futzing with my sound settings. 1 second. I want to get this to work. Okay, does this... Can I hear the...
Other aircraft.
Okay, yes. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Wait for it, guys.
Welcome aboard Singapore Airlines. As the safety equipment on this aircraft may differ from that on other aircraft, please give us your attention as we bring you through this important safety briefing and on a journey through Singapore.
Alright, we are taxiing to runway 20 center. Please listen to the safety announcement before takeoff.
During takeoff and landing, ensure that your tray table is stowed away. Put the back of your seat upright and keep your shoes on. Before we take off, stow your luggage under the seat in front of you or in the overhead compartments. Make sure that your seat belt is securely fastened during taxi, takeoff, and landing. To fasten, bring the two ends of the seat belt together until you hear a click. Tighten it by pulling on the strap. To unfasten, lift the metal flap. We recommend keeping your seat belt fastened throughout the flight. Whenever
Wow, this is so
sign is
awkward.
turned on,
You know, I think when I
should be
I
lifted
bet you
from
when
the
I post the
bassinet and secured
replay,
with
you
an
could get
infant seat belt.
like you could get hit by. I'm gonna get like
If
a
there is
copyright
change in
strike on
cabin
this video.
pressure,
I
an
think.
oxygen mask will automatically drop in front of
What
you.
the hell, you know?
Pull the mask
It'll
down
just be the
sharply.
one video that you can't see.
Place it over your mouth and nose. Pull the lateral straps to tighten it and breathe as usual.
I have to
Secure
be
your
super
mask
careful
first
about that.
before helping
That's why I'm gonna have to
others.
talk over this most of the time.
It is normal for the
because
bag to not fully inflate.
this is so, you know,
There are several
people
emergency
frown.
exits
YouTube
in
kind
this
of frowns
aircraft.
on this,
Take a few
so
moments now to
we're just
locate
gonna
your
have
nearest
to
exit, which may be
keep.
behind you. Count the
You know,
rows
I'm
of
doing a
seats to
commentary
the closest
on
exit
this whole
in
thing.
front
It's more of
and
a
behind
parody use of it than
In the unlikely
literal
event
theft.
of an emergency,
We are
or when you
actually
hear the
at
command,
the takeoff point
brace,
now,
brace.
so
Assume the brace position. If
Wow.
you can reach the seat in front of you, lower your head and place it on the back of the
okay,
front
we
seat.
are actually
Place your
almost
hands on
ready
top of
to
your
go.
head.
So
Keep your feet
brake,
flat
brake,
on the
brake.
floor and heels towards your seat. If
No.
you can't reach the
Yeah.
seat in front of you,
We actually missed
lower
that
your
turn
head
point. We have
and
to go
lean
for this
forward
last
as
one
far
here.
as you can.
Going too
Place your
fast.
hands on top of your head. In an emergency evacuation,
Okay, so
floor
we
level
are
lighting will
the
lead you to
whole
your nearest
point now.
exit.
And let's get clearance takeoff.
Before
Contact
using an
Singapore
evacuation
Tower.
slide, remove any
Singapore
high
Tower,
heeled
Singapore
shoes
588,
and be
ready
sure
to
to
go
leave
runway
everything
20 center
behind.
IFR to Kuala
To
Lumpur.
put on your life vest,
Singapore
remove it
588,
from the
cleared
plastic
for takeoff,
cover
runway
and slip
20
it over
center.
your head. Pass the straps around your waist, connect the clip, and pull to tighten.
Oh my!
Inflate the life vest by pulling the red tabs or blowing into the mouthpiece.
Cleared for takeoff,
Life
runway
vests
20
have a
center,
whistle.
Singapore
We're clear for
588.
takeoff.
And a light to attract
Clear for
attention.
takeoff runway 20 center
Special
Singapore
life vests
588.
are available for children.
The safety
Complete
announcement
your
goes on
life
for another
vest
2
only at the
minutes.
exit door
We're
and
done.
step
No,
into the
we're
raft.
done. I didn't see take off, please. Let's go. Okay. Ooh, how did we end up looking at that? Okay. Man, I think that must be timed for, like, as soon as they begin pushing back, they start playing that, because it's like 3 or 4 minutes too long. Sorry. Middle mouse button's gonna kill me. Okay, we are lined up. Take off. Runway to the dump. And then we need to push this to maniflex. Okay. SRS. Okay, 100 knots. 120, B1. Good. Positive rate. I think. Positive rate, gear up. Gear is up. Flaps up.
588, contact Singapore Center on 123.7.
Okay.
Going to 123.7 Singapore 588.
And then we just need to set the auto throttle to climb thrust. Come on. Climb thrust set. And autopilot on. Okay, so we have taken off from Singapore Changi Airport. So we will begin this turn. So we need to big kind of left turn here. Let's see. Contact Singapore Center here.
Singapore Center, Singapore 588 is at 4,700 feet, climbing 12,000 feet. Singapore 588, Singapore Center, continue to emit as planned. Altimeter 29.902.
Okay, we are all good on the ATC. Get rid of that window. Zoom in a little bit. Very bright. There's quite some bank angle for the autopilot. Take a quick snappy snap for myself. And maybe I'll from back here. hop back inside. Oops. Yeah, so we are still on our little flatland route there. We zoom out. See, we're going to join that path to that waypoint out there. So we're 12,000 feet.
Singapore 588, climb and maintain flight level 220.
And we can climb to another 10,000 feet.
Climb and maintain flight level 220, Singapore 588.
Okay, so flight level 220. Enter that in, and then we go into a climb. So far, so smooth.
Contact Kuala Lumpur Center on 126.1. 126.1 for Singapore 588.
Okay, let's contact Kuala Lumpur Center.
Kuala Lumpur Center, Singapore 588 is at 13,500 feet, climbing flight level 220. Singapore 588, Kuala Lumpur Center, continue to Victor Tango Kilo as planned. Altimeter 29.92.
Alright, that is Singapore, everyone. Say goodbye. And then basically everything on the right side of this river, or this waterway, is Malaysia. Singapore really is just this. It's just this island on the end of Malaysia. Really, it's a country of its own. Next to it is much bigger neighbor. We're climbing to 22,000 feet, about to pass through the transition tube. 17,700, 800, 900, 18,000. So we'll switch to standard. That should probably be on. Those got off. Remind people, no, seatbelt signs stay on until we reach 24,000 feet, I think. It'll be interesting to see what happens with the replay. We'll see if YouTube's algorithms don't even let you use that little bit as fair use. Because their systems actually not like that.
Climb and maintain flight level 250, Singapore 588.
They check on audio much more than they do video, actually. I think it's more sensitive to similar audio, because essentially the whole system is made to catch music theft. We are ascending to 25, flight level 250. Should be our cruise. At which point we will turn off the seatbelt signs for about 10 minutes. Right, coming to 25,000 feet, sorry, 24,000 feet, climbing to 25,000. It's always a little abrupt the way it rolls back the engines, like that's disturbing. Then it has to, it cuts the power and then it reapplies the power. I think you would have it slightly smoother than that. You don't need the life vest quite yet. We will. Yeah, so let's turn off the seatbelt signs. Bing bong. Nope. There you go. The no smoking sign is should still be on though. There's the moon. Okay, so we're just gonna follow to Aroso. Aroso is one of the last waypoints, and we'll just fly across the country to Gupta. On the GPS map, this is where we are. On a quick look at. So we go Singapore, WSSS, and we're flying to Aroso, heading Masbo, Gupta, KK 489, then coming up here, turning around, and coming into Kuala Lumpur, which is WMKK. It's pretty standard. I think this might take us half an hour, maybe. Make this smaller. Bring that back down. I'll leave the map up for you so you can see our progress. Is there your screens? Otherwise the autopilot here is I just do its thing. Meanwhile, I'm gonna look her up on Google. Let's see, what do we have? Singapore Airlines short haul menu. Come on, someone's gonna have to put the menu on the internet. I wanna see. See what food choices we have today. Okay, this will do. Okay, don't need the beverage menu. Clearly that's like some whiskeys and spirits. Okay, breakfast menu. Today we have a fruit appetizer, scrambled egg, or Looks like braised noodles with barbecued chicken and Chinese greens. Choice of breakfast roll, coffee, and tea. Scrambled eggs come with veal, sausage, grilled tomato, and a hash brown. That is, oh. I'm just gonna save it. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna pull up a picture of your lunch. Weird. What's it? Save to. Save to my Dropbox. Oh, there you go. Okay, 1 second. For the next 10 minutes, you are working on this. There is your breakfast lunch. Have fun. We only have time for 1 cup of coffee, so I better get working on it. So weird. That's the only picture I could find actually of that meal. That looks like that is the fruit appetizer and the scrambled egg with sausage, tomato, and hash brown. Breakfast roll and coffee tea. Alright, back to the plane. You have to remember that. You're right, actually. That is anchor butter, right? Which is from New Zealand. I had that growing up in England as well. Anchor butter. They don't sell it here really in the States so much. At least I haven't seen it in supermarkets. They do carry Irish butter here though, strangely enough. You know, I want to bring that lunch back because I think I want to review this lunch. Okay, so the egg kind of looks okay. The hash brown is like straight out of McDonald's, right? Sausage looks very standard, probably quite bland, and the tomato is probably overcooked. The fruit probably is the best thing on the tray. And the bread roll has seen better days. Okay, we're just turning onto the Masbo waypoint here, and gonna head to Gupta. There's the south coast of Malaysia. Let's flip it over to this side. So coming up, we should just see. Sorry, let me hide the breakfast because it's actually blocking the where we're going. Kuala Lumpur should come up over here as we approach the city, and we will fly. Actually, it's probably about there. We'll fly past it and then come back around, as you can see there. Let's just go back. My lunch. Orange juice, okay. Mineral water, meh. Butter made the bread worth eating. And, you know, coffee was probably weak. Okay. Lunch complete. I'm going to check that one off the list. I mean, I do expect better from Singapore, but that was the economy meal. Those of you in business should I find a business class meal for you? Okay, a business class lunch. Why not? That's premium economy. No, thanks. Okay, this looks like a business class lunch. No, that's premium economy then. Uno momento. Okay, here we go. Here, I found a pic. Again, clearly I'm stealing from a travel blog website, so pardon me if anyone gets anxious about that. New tab.
Singapore 588, contact Kuala Lumpur Center on 132.6.
Oh, sorry, I got to do ATC thing once again.
132.6 Singapore 588.
Contact Kuala Lumpur Center.
Kuala Lumpur Center, Singapore 588, flight level 250. Singapore 588, Kuala Lumpur Center, continue as planned.
Continuing as planned. Oh my goodness, what is this image called? That one? It's called image asset. Okay. Image asset. There we go. Oh, right. For those of you in the front of the plane in business class on this short haul flight, we have, and I'll just make the picture bigger. The choice of beef. All right, this is your lunch in the front of the plane. which I believe looks like some sort of steak that could have been rare at some point in his life, but is now a little overcooked. It comes with some asparagus that was perfectly done this morning. It is now reheated to your, you know, on the plane in a steam oven, and then what looks like a mashed potato or cauliflower mash. But do enjoy the butter in a flower petal shape and the fruit sauce, the fruit starter, and what I think is a bowl of corn, or is that dessert? That could be a dessert back there. Yeah, and you get obviously silverware, because we trust you with silverware and we don't have to give you with plastic utensils. Okay. That was the experience at the front of the plane. But honestly, I've had both, and the food is it's still airplane food. It's probably slightly, you get more choice, I think, in business class, and at the end of the day, it is actually still reheated in the same steam oven, so everything comes out kind of like you know. On the ground, it would not be, if you're on in a restaurant on the ground, it would not be acceptable, but I think when you're on a plane, all the standards are set at a different level. Yeah, I'll take a plain sundae, actually. The McFlurry it's got too much stuff in it. I don't really need all the mix-ins of the cookies and things. Let's see, since we've got time, we still have another 15 minutes to pass. So, I'm gonna look up the alcohol menu. There is a beverage menu. Can I find the beverage menu? I do like a beverage. Let's find a Singapore beverage menu. Maybe I have to steal from one of Sam Chui's posts. No, he's always got these really, like, it's all first class beverage menus on his website. I was like, that's not realistic. That image is too small. I can't read that. Okay, how about this one? Here we go. Alright, here we go. Alright, here we go. All right, I don't know if you can read that. So, what do we have? So beverages. We have got champagne. We've got 1 red, 2 whites, Chardonnay, and a Riesling, and Campari. We have a whiskey. We have Teachers. Ooh. Jim Beam. Ooh, Black Label. Blue Label maybe. We got Martell Cognac. Okay. Beefeater Gin. Ooh. Smirnoff vodka. I mean, could do better. We have Bacardi. Okay.
Singapore 588 descend and maintain 14,000 feet.
We are on descent to 4,000 already, because...
Descend and maintain 14,000 feet, Singapore 588.
Okay, 14,000 feet. 1 second. Let me just get this dialed in before we be late on the descent. Okay, that's done. For dessert, I mean, you got a choice of Grand Marnier, okay, some kind of orange liqueur, and Bailey's Irish cream, which is a little way too sweet. My taste. You got Coke, Diet Coke, 7-Up, ginger ale, soda, and bitter lemon. For cocktails, they do offer this Singapore Sling. I can't read that. Screwdriver, Bloody Mary, and Bailey's White Russian. Mocktails. The alcohol, they've got 2 alcohol-free cocktails. Juices and teas. Lunch on this flight was pasta salad. Okay. We are back in the cockpit. Kind of descending now into Kuala Lumpur, which is... We're actually passing the airport. That's the Kuala Lumpur airport that we'll be landing in. So we are kind of downwind of that now. I think we're landing on this runway here. So we are at 20,000 feet, continuing to descend. Let's go and prep some of the checklist stuff. Just hide that map now. So we'll set the auto brakes to medium. We will set it's not time yet to set the speed brake. We're passing through 18,000 feet, so we're about to change the barometer. Did the ATC give us... No, they didn't give us a barometer setting. Oh, so why the tip of the wings bent up? Okay, so... oops. Hold on a second. Yes, I can answer that. Let's just set. That's set. Okay. Okay. As the wind comes over the wings, where you get turbulence kind of rolling down from the aerodynamics of the wind going over the aerofoil of the wing, as the air comes down to the edge and to the tip, you get vortex, and you get turbulence at the end of the wing, and that eats up fuel economy because essentially drag the wing tips. If they were the longer the wings, the more fuel efficient it would be, but you can achieve the same effect by extending the wing, but upwards, and also helps with the vortex shedding. So there you go. It's for fuel efficiency. You get like 5% more fuel efficiency from those swept wingtips, and you know, it also makes it look cooler. All right, we're holding at 14,000 feet. There is no further instructions from the ATC so far. Water brakes set. I would honestly, my gut says we should be lower, but I'm going to follow the ATC instructions. Now we'll just wait patiently for the next point. And bring up the map. Pop that over here. Zoom in, okay. Yeah, basically, any of... Ooh. Descending to 5,000.
Descend and maintain 5,000 feet, Singapore 588.
All modern jet designs have some kind of swept wingtip in order to increase the fuel efficiency of the wing now. Dreamliner is pretty subtle. It kind of just... They're all inspired by birds, essentially. I don't know if you've seen like eagle wings. But most birds of prey, the feathers on the very end of their wing are different from the rest, and that's actually a nature's attempt at a very similar effect. Alright, we are going around, descending to 5,000 feet. We're at 10,000, passing 50,000. We should be probably putting a little speed brake out to slow us down. We should be under 250 knots when we are past 10,000 feet, so just trying to dial some of the speed back. Okay, the speed is rolling back now, 270 to 60, 50. Alright, come off the speed brake, lining up with the runway here. Jumping into the cockpit, I need to turn the localizer on. Localizer's armed.
Singapore 588, contact Kuala Lumpur approach on 119.45. 119.45 Singapore 588.
Okay, contact Kuala Lumpur approach.
Kuala Lumpur approach Singapore 588 is out of 8,200 feet for 5,000 feet. Singapore 588, Kuala Lumpur approach, continue to KK 486 as planned. Altimeter 29.92.
Okay, continue descent. 5,000. Flying over. Ooh, farmland. I see. This is the probably outer parts of KL. I think that's the runway there we're heading towards. Okay, 7,300 feet. Altimeter's correct. We're on the path. We should capture. Okay, localizer captured. Excellent. Localizer captured. Like they just highlights the thing, and then we can.
Singapore 588, you are 27 miles northwest. Keep speed below 210
Turn
knots.
on the
Expect
glide slope.
ILS runway 14 left approach via
Glide slope alive.
Clear to Mall. Keep speed below 210 knots. Expect ILS runway 14 left approach via Mall transition. Clear to Mall Singapore 588.
Okay, so I'm gonna manually manage the speed here. No. So we'll keep it at say 205 knots for now. So there we go. We'll get to like 180 knots at FF14. We're doing a Cat 1 auto land. Glide slope still not captured yet.
Singapore 588 descent and maintain 4,000 feet. Keep speed below 180 knots.
Acknowledge that.
Descend and maintain 4,000 feet. Keep speed below 180 knots. Singapore 588.
Okay, descending 4,000 feet. Slowing to 180 knots. Singapore 588. Okay, so from this point on, we will not need the speed brake again. So we're going to arm the spoilers. Spoilers armed, and then we can go like flaps 1. Don't need the map anymore. We are currently below the glide slope here. Usually the pink diamond is actually where the glide slope.
You are 18 miles northwest of Kuala Lumpur.
Yes.
Contact Kuala Lumpur Tower on 119.8 when inbound.
Acknowledge.
Tower on 119.8 Singapore 588.
Alright, let's contact Kuala Lumpur Tower.
Kuala Lumpur Tower, Singapore 588, 17 miles northwest inbound ILS runway 14 left approach. Singapore 588, Kuala Lumpur Tower. Cleared ILS runway 14 left approach. Altimeter 29.9 to wind 225 at 5.
Okay. Acknowledge that.
Cleared ILS runway 14 left approach, Singapore 588.
Okay, so we're 17 miles northwest. If we hold 4,000 feet, when we get to 12 miles, it should intercept the glide slope. As you can see, holding 4,000 feet, the glide slope is, the pink diamond is now just getting into the correct place. Glide slope captured, and right on schedule, it's picked it up. We are now on the automated glide slope on ILS 14 left. We are cleared on approach. I think we still need to be cleared for landing one more time. Maintaining 180 knots. Okay. So 2,800 feet, 180 knots. Flaps 1. We should, I'm about ready to put the gear down.
2,500.
Okay, let's do that now. Gear is dropping, and let the plane's speed stabilize there. And we'll start the flaps schedule there. So our target speed will be about 165, I think. Okay. Alright, flaps fully configured, gear is down and locked, speed brake is armed, auto brake set to medium.
Singapore 588, clear to land runway 14 left. Wind 225.
We are now clear to land.
Clear to land runway 14 left, Singapore 588.
Okay. Going speed to 160 knots. Final approach speed 155. I think we are fully established. We're good to land. Landing. Sorry, I mean minimums. Continue.
200.
Here we go.
100. 60, 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard.
It didn't really do much of a flare. Reverse, thrust reverse. There's arm. Speed brake is up. And we have landed. Still the speed brakes. Come on. No? Doesn't want it. There we go.
Singapore 588, exit runway when able.
Okay, flaps. Going up. Inside, let's exit there, but I'm just gonna hit the start the APU. Alright, and welcome to Kuala Lumpur.
Singapore 588, exit runway when able. Singapore Singapore 588, contact ground on 121.65.
Okay, we will hold here.
121.65 for Singapore 588.
I request taxi to gate.
Kuala Lumpur ground, Singapore 588, request taxi to the gate. Singapore 588, taxi to gate 121 using taxiway Alpha 6 Alpha Bravo 7
Hi,
Tango
Commuter.
2. Taxiing to gate 121 using taxiway Alpha 6 Alpha Bravo 7 Tango 2 Singapore 588.
Alpha 6. Okay, so Alpha Bravo to Tango. Oh, man. I don't do that. Okay. Alpha to Bravo. Alpha 6. Okay, this is Alpha. This is Alpha 6. So we are going on to Alpha. Alright. I'm gonna do it in this view because you can actually see the signs. Alpha 6 Bravo 7. Hold on. Alpha 6, that's Bravo 8. So I think, damn it. Here's Bravo 7, okay. Turn here. Bravo 7 to Tango 2. Wait, Tango 2, and then take Tango 2 to... Good lord. Okay, that's Tango 2 to our left. Go right there. Okay, I think it's one of these gates. So Tango 2 is this taxiway. That was easier than I thought. Okay, we are looking for... okay. 121. There's no numbers, not helping. The heck? Is there a guy? Is there?
Singapore 588, hold position, caution, other traffic. Singapore 588, continue taxi.
Okay, is it this spot with the guy waiting for me? Gotta be, right? Is the sim that clever?
Singapore 588, did you hear my last transmission? Roger,
Acknowledgement.
Singapore 588.
This one? I mean, he's there, he's waiting. Oof, a weird engine surge. Come on. Easy there. He shouldn't gonna get ingested by the engine. Watch out, dude. Okay. Alright, we all that's left now is shutting down the engines. Shutting down engine 1. And engine 2. You should hear that weird barking dog sound. Oh! Oh! They just congratulated me on finishing my flight. I did not expect that. Let's just continue with shut down. That sound basically is kind of like there's the end of the flight. Ground services. Request a jetway, please.
Kuala Lumpur ground, Singapore 588. Could you please connect the jetway to the aircraft? Singapore 588, the jetway is going to be connected.
Okay, let's try bags. I try every time, but they can never find bags.
Singapore 588, we don't know where the
I
bag
see.
is.
So they can't take bags
Kuala Lumpur ground,
off
Singapore 588.
plane.
Could you please send the catering truck?
They only load bags.
Singapore 588, we can't send your catering truck. Please retry later.
Okay. So they don't really do like post-flight preparation or anything. Alright guys, that was 2 hours, 12 minutes. We have arrived in Kuala Lumpur now from Singapore. That's been a relatively short flight. Thank you for flying Singapore Airlines today. Catch you next time on the next stream. Thank you so much for spending your Saturday night with me. And we'll see you next time. Alright, take care. Bye.